Welcome back to Columbia, Missouri. Getting ready for the second half of our doubleheader. In the first half on the men's side of the tournament, quite an upset here in Columbia, Mo, as the host Central Methodist University Eagles, ranked third in the country, lost 1-0. Second half goal scored off a deflection off the post. Charlie Checklax scoring the winner for the Rio Grande Red Storm. Looking forward to this matchup between the Aquinas Saints and the Central Methodist Eagles. Actually waiting for starters to come up from the field, so I'm going to hold off on sharing starters with you because I don't have them, but we'll get them for you soon. We're getting ready for kickoff here at Battle High School in Columbia, Missouri. Thanks for joining us. We'll have more information about starters, your game officials, etc. You're watching NAIA Second Round Soccer. Welcome back for this second round game. Aquinas Saints, Central Methodist Eagles. And here are your starting lineups. First for the Saints. Travel down from Michigan in goal from Farmington Hills, Michigan. Freshman number 1, Kayla Shook. From Ada, Michigan, midfielder number 2, Olivia Bowling. From Grand Rapids, Michigan, midfielder number 5, America Lemus. From Grand Haven, Michigan, defender number 6, Ingrid Hedeman. From Waterford, Michigan, forward number 10, Hannah Crum. From Kentwood, Michigan, midfielder number 13, Ariana Garcia. From Caledonia, Michigan, defender number 15, Jenna Konworski. From Covington, Washington, had 2 goals in that first match against Jamestown. Forward number 16, Sydney Shank. From Ontario, Canada, forward number 18, Mava Lichtensteiger. From Ada, Michigan, defender number 20, Avery Tack. From Dearborn, Michigan, forward number 24, Brittany Carter. She had a goal in that game Thursday as well. And from Valparaiso, Indiana, defender number 37, Brianna Probst. Saints will wear maroon shirts, maroon shorts, maroon socks, white trim, and they will go left to right on your NAIA network device. CMU Eagles, gray tops, gray shorts, white socks, green trim. Once again, and they will go right to left. And I'm going to run through these quickly because we're going to get it started. Goalkeeper number 00, Max DeArmas Colombo. Midfielder number 3, Kitty Toroke. Defender number 4, Laura Heisenbeck. Defender number 6, Julie Hodrig. Defender number 7, Alicia Zamora. Midfielder number 8, Marcella Helena. Midfielder number 10, Maria Cerballo. Freshman number 13, Zod Piron. Defender number 15, Cariz Pinchard. Forward number 18, Ronisha Frank. And midfielder number 18, Celine Witt. Those are your starters. Ronisha Frank on the ball for CMU. And we are started in the second half. CMU going right to left in the gray kits. Aquinas in the maroon kits. And this will be the first foul of the game, it looks like, and a free kick for CMU. Referee in the center today is Kyle Armstrong. He was the 4th official for the first match. Tim Wagner was the center ref. He'll flip spots. Ryan Cook and Mike Heath are the assistant referees. Ball put in play. Opportunity in the box. Loose ball put out of touch by Brittany Carter. This will be a throw-in for the Eagles. Big shout out to the normal CMU play-by-play announcer Phil Fortaleza, who provided game notes and pronunciations for me. He just got back from duties across town, Columbia, Missouri, and thanks for everything. One benefit he has over me is he calls a lot of CMU games, and he has the numbers memorized. They're a little difficult to read in the sunshine. As you can see, the green numbers on the gray shirts. I will slowly pick this up throughout the match. This is a free kick for the Eagles of Central Methodist University. Incoming free kick. Headed, not cleared. Opportunity here for the Eagles to send it back in. Space on the near touch line. A little bit of give and go with Helena. Ball in the middle. This is Cerballo. A little bit of give and go. Touch, cleared. Opportunity here on the counterattack. CMU gets a loose ball, send it back to their goalkeeper, Max DeArmas Colombo from the capital, Montevideo, Uruguay. Second year in a row where she has stepped into goalkeeper duty following goalkeeper injury. Fortunately, starting goalkeeper Judith Oliveras lost to an ACL jersey injury that she sustained during training. Hate to see that. Hope she recovers as quickly and as safely as possible. Ball is put over the touchline. This will be another throw-in for the Eagles. Pinchard with the throw. Loose ball in the box, just cleared out by Aquinas. Shank looks to maintain possession. This is Sidney Shank. Dispossessed, but the foul is going to be called by referee Kyle Armstrong. Free kick for the Aquinas Saints. Ingrid Hedeman to take this, like most of the roster, from the home state of Michigan, Grand Haven. Entry pass in. Loose ball. Eagles will look to clear it. Saints will look to send it back in. Ball headed by the Eagles. Looking to see if one team tries to learn from the last game. A lot of balls in the air during that opening match, the men's match, which made it difficult for either team to sustain possession. Good opportunity, perhaps, if you keep the ball near or on the ground. Good play there by Shank to track back. We have an injured player on the ground. Referee stops the clock. We are early in this match, not even 5 minutes in. Referee is going to indicate that trainer should come onto the field. CMU training staff obliges. Interesting here with the end of daylight savings time, late afternoon shadows here. It'll be interesting to see how the teams adjust. Expect it to be dark in the second half, or really the end of the second half, as the lights are already on at Battle High School here in Columbia, Missouri. Hosted by Central Methodist Eagles. Been a long and busy day for the home team, hosting 2 NAIA second round matches here, hosting a first round volleyball match on campus, women's wrestling on the road. Just so much going on. And shout out to everybody at the CMU Athletics Department for pulling this all off, and a big thank you to Rachel Moore for making it possible for me to make the journey here from KCMO. Glad to join you here on the NAIA Network. Waiting for some indication from the training staff. What's going on, but since the training staff came on the field, referee's going to make sure that injured player comes to the touch line. Before being weighed back in by referee Kyle Armstrong. Referee's going to drop the ball when he blew the play dead. CMU in possession, so changes to the rules in recent years. This will be a drop ball for CMU. That was Captain Laura Heisenbeck, helped off the field. She's going to be weighed back on. Referee says, okay, come back. And CMU with the ball on the far touch line. Opportunity for the Eagles to play the ball through the back. Looking to send it in the middle. Far assistant referee raised his flag. Offside being the call. This will be a free kick for Avery Tack. Oh, she'll give it to Ingrid Hedeman. Approaching 5 minutes elapsed here in the first half. Still 0-0. Aquinas Saints and the Central Methodist Eagles. Ball headed out by CMU. This will be a throw-in for the Saints. Crum looked to churn. No real estate there. Brittany Carter will chase that ball, get another opportunity here. Loose ball put again out of play. Another throw in for Carter. Scored against Jamestown here on Thursday. Victory for the Saints to advance to this second round. Ball's cleared by the Eagles. They'll look to play it out of the back. A little bit of pressure here from the midfield of the Saints. That was America Lemus. Ball put over the touchline. This will be another throw for Aquinas. CMU sends it back. Nobody there but maroon shirts. And once again, the ball goes out of play off an Eagles defender. This will be a throw-in for Avery Tack. Like to see the Eagles playing this, as I said, that on the ground, particularly with this wind. I think that it's probably going to be better in terms of maintaining possession, and foul's going to be called here. Late tackle. CMU bench not happy at all with that late tackle. This will be a free kick for the Eagles. Foul called on Brianna Probst. Heisenbeck looking to take this. Free kick in. Sun in front of the goalkeeper. Opportunity here once again to play it in. Piron. Space in the middle. Turok. Not enough velocity on that pass, and once again, Zamora here on the near side. This is Zamora. Will she take the shot? She'll take the shot. Goalkeeper will put it over the touchline. This will be a corner kick. There wasn't a lot of pace on that shot, but you can see the sun right in front of goalkeeper Kayla Shuck, giving her problems. Be really good this half if you're the Eagles to test her on high balls, because right there you can see she's trying to shield her eyes from the sun. Difficult shadows there right in front of that goal, creating challenges for her seeing. The referee said, hold on, I wasn't ready for you to start. We will do this again. And once again, CMU will look to go short. Surveil. A little bit of pressure here, and she'll try to go near side. Foul? No. Play on. Opportunity here for the counter. This is Sydney Shank. Opportunity across at the crumb of the box. Sydney Shank can dribble it on goal. Shank, she takes it on her left. Shank, goalkeeping. De Armas Colombo, 1-on-1. Did not hold back on her line. Cut off the angle. Was able to block that shot. Fall on the loose rebound. Goalkeeping to the rescue here in Columbia, Missouri. Shank had all the time and all the space in the world and was holding off, thought about passing it across to Crum, decided to dribble it in. Did not score, though, and it's still 0-0, and it's going to be a corner kick. First corner kick opportunity here for the Saints as we approach 10 minutes elapsed here in the first half. Sydney Shank will run across the field to take this. Bodies in the box for the Saints. Looking to go short to Garcia. Garcia with pressure. Try to go back post, nobody there. Goal kick for the Eagles. When they changed the rule within the past couple years to allow for short goal kicks in the box, it's really changed how teams not only decide to play out of the back, but also how other teams defend. Some teams will just want to send the ball down the field. Other will, on every opportunity, try to bring the ball through the box into their defenders and out. And that circumstance, CMU opted to play it short. This is going to be a free kick for Alicia Zamora. A little bit of give and go. Zamora at her midfield. Loose ball, kept in play by Piron. Aquinas just sends the ball down the field. Diarmas Colombo is going to get a touch, and she will look to send it wide into space down the right flank. Good takeaway there from Carter, but then she gets dispossessed. Here come the Eagles in the other direction. Foul is going to be called. Free kick for the Eagles. For updates on NAIA scores, visit the NAIA website, naia.org. I know they've been tweeting a lot. If you follow them on Twitter at NAIA, they're posting score updates from all across the association as teams play their second round matches today, looking to compete for that red banner and bring back the championship to their campuses. Once again, Zamora, plenty of time, plenty of space on the right flank. Good opportunity here for the Eagles to come the other way. Ball never made it into the box. A little bit of a ping pong here. Opportunity for the Eagles to reset. Headed out by Avery Tack. This will be another throw in for the Eagles. If you're into the hashtag thing, Battle for the Red Banner is a thing. If you tweeting, you're on Instagram, etc., you're grabbing photos or posting score updates, make sure to use that hashtag as NAIA continues to promote its quality of play and the competition and the core values that NAIA stands for. So we get ready for another free kick here for the Eagles. Service in. Foul's going to be called. Free kick here. Good opportunity. About 32 yards out. See if Helena takes this. Or who's going to decide to take it? Perhaps this will be Heisenbeck. Three-time Hard Conference Defensive Player of the Year. First team all-conference. Tremendous defender from Bievachet, Germany. Ball incoming. Look to go short post. Saved. It's going to count as a goal. Referee weighs it off. It's going to say free kick. It was going to say that the goalkeeper had some possession when the ball was kicked out of her hand. This will be a free kick for Kayla Shuck. The shadows have changed a little bit, so the good news for Ms. Shuck is the sun seems to have abated her now. She was fighting it for first 12 minutes of this half, and now it looks like she's going to be playing a lot of that first half in shadow. Heisenbeck tried to test her low. She made the save, held on enough where the referee believed that she had possession. Even though the ball went into the net, he whistled a foul on the Eagles, and we're still 0-0. It's again, the referee in the center is Kyle Armstrong. Free kick for the Eagles. Ball incoming. Multiple bodies in the box. Cleared by the Saints. Once again, Sydney Shank will try to maintain possession. 3 defenders against her. This is America Lima's back to Shank. Shank hoping to go square for Brittany Carter. This is Carter. Carter trying to go through defenders. Referee says no foul there, and we will continue playing. Into the corner for Crum. Hannah Crum, can she get there? No, it's going to be deflected off of her. This will be a CMU throw-in. Approaching 29 minutes remaining in the first half. Do some math there. 16 minutes elapsed. Still 0-0. This will be a throw-in for Brittany Carter on the far touchline. Crum tried to send it back. Only gray shirts there. Ball's put out of play. This will be a goal kick for Max de Armas Colombo. Winner moves on. Loser goes home. Knockout type tournament here. The second round. NAIA changed the regular season rules this year, ending all regular season matches that were tied in the end of regulation. They wound up becoming ties and reserved the sudden death overtime format for this tournament, which has been used a few times to decide winners. Both overtime and penalty kick wins so far this year in the tournament. And once again, CMU looks to play out of the back. A little bit of pressure here from Carter. Ball down the far touch line, kept in play. And a foot race down the far touch line. Opportunity to send it in the box. AR is going to say goal kick. Last touch by CMU forward. And this will be another opportunity for Kayla Shuck. Once again, Sydney Shank for the Saints, who look to come near side with Jenna Konworski. This is Konworski in a foot race. Konworski gets dispossessed. Can she keep it in play? No. Goal kick. Nice defending. Maintain possession for the Eagles. De Armas Colombo. Carter could not maintain that. Bowling got a foot on it. Pinchard, injured player on the field, and CMU training staff will come out to help. It was 33 degrees at the start of the men's game. It is 33 degrees right now, but with the wind chill, it feels like it's freezing out there. So you see a lot of the players wearing long sleeve shirts underneath their uniforms. For both teams, some players wearing tights underneath their shorts just to stay warm. It'll feel a little bit warmer in this first half when there is some sun out, and you can imagine once the daytime turns to night, it'll probably drop a few degrees here in the second half. The lights are on at Battle High School here in Columbia, Missouri. For this second round match. Glad you could join us. Big shout out to fans watching in Michigan, across the U.S., and across the globe. CMU lineup representing multiple continents, multiple countries, and so the fan base is literally all over the world watching today's match. We're so glad you could join us. CMU with the #1 seed in this Columbia bracket. They won their regular season Heart of America Athletic Conference Championship as well as the tournament. Numerous players earning conference honors for Central Methodist, and Coach Dan Schmidlin was named co-head coach of the conference. Another drop ball. CMU will look to play it down the field through Ronisha Frank. Giveaway, and Aquinas once again looking for Sydney Shank. Ariana Garcia will play it back through her defense. Crum too far for her. Ball put out of play. This will be a throw-in for Brittany Carter. Shank checks back for it. Good turn from Shank through one defender. Could not get through the second. Carter with the loose ball. Sent back in through Crum. Looking to send Shank into the corner. Could not keep it in play. This will be another goal kick for Max de Armas Colombo. So we approach 25 minutes remaining in the first half. Still 0-0. CMU Eagles, the home team. Aquinas Saints, #2 seed in this Columbia bracket. Carter, glancing header. Off and out of play. This will be a throw-in for the Eagles. Good ball through on the near side to Pirum. Ball cleared by Aquinas. Once again, CMU with a throw-in. Wanting to make the first sub of the game. Referee will let them continue playing. It looks like Emma Doyle will be checking in when given an opportunity. And the referee has yet to wave her in, and now he will. Checking the match for the Eagles. Forward #5, Emma Doyle. Emma Doyle checking in, sophomore from Naperville, Illinois. Had 2 assists against Cardinal Stritch in the Eagles' first round victory here on Thursday. Eagles looking to go near touchline. Loose ball collected by Ariana Garcia. Foul's going to be called on Piron. Free kick for the Eagles. Ingrid Hedeman to take. So we slowly approach the midway mark of the first half. Still 0-0. CMU hosting Aquinas here in Columbia, Missouri. Crum with her back to the goal, looking to go far side to Carter. Carter could not maintain possession. Ball cleared by the Eagles. Put out a play off of Bowling. This will be a throw-in for the Eagles. Once again, CMU looking to play it out of the back. We'll send it back to goalkeeper Max the Armas Colombo. Giveaway. Put out of play. No, it didn't quite reach out. Now it did. This will be a throw-in for Jenna Konwerski. Crum in the box. Shank. Shot wide. Good look from her. Really difficult angle. So if she was going to beat the Armas Colombo, it was going to be back post. She aimed for that back post, but just sent it wide. But good 1-2 play there with Crum. Good opportunities on this side of the field for the Saints. The Armas Colombo with the goal kick. Kept in play by Renisha Frank, and the Eagles will chase. Goes out of play for another throw-in. Saints will look to send it back in. Eagles find it difficult to string together multiple passes, but they will get this free kick as we approach 21 minutes remaining here in the first half. Still 0-0 here on NAIA Network. Big shout out to everybody on the CMU athletic staff for all they've done for these first and second rounds. It takes a lot of people to make this production possible, and big shout out to the team. Foul's going to be called here as Renisha Frank gets taken down. This will be a free kick for the Eagles. Another free kick opportunity here for the Eagles as we approach. We actually go under 20 minutes remaining. Frank is up on her feet. See if the Eagles play this short rather than going long with this free kick. Well, it looks like they will go long. Good turn, foot chase into the corner. Bowling will put it in the direction of Crum, who looked to turn, was dispossessed. Once again, the Eagles will try to play it out of the back. Little pressure there from Shank. Eagles will go far touch line. Frank will chase. Throw in for the Eagles. These two teams played a neutral site game on August 28th. Aquinas making a road trip down to St. Louis area. CMU won 3-1, so they are somewhat familiar with each other. Throw in for Frank. Loose ball in the box. Kept in play by the Eagles and cleared, but not out. Space here in the center for the Eagles. Pinchard. Ball pinballing there Shank looks to keep it in play. Will earn a throw-in for the Saints. Throw-in was too far for Hannah Crum. Foul is going to be called, though. This will be a free kick for the Eagles. As they look to send players towards the box. Zamora sends it long, headed away. Eagles will look to send it back towards the box. Once again, it's cleared. Crum will look to hold on to it. Crum try to send Shank with an overhead pass. Can Shank get there first? She can. This is Sydney Shank. Through one defender. Shank looking to send it in the middle. Cleared by the Eagles. Put back in by the Saints. And Eagles look to counterattack here. Renisha Frank dispossessed. Sydney Shank coming the other way. Has Crum as an option. Shank could not get through a defender, but the ball did off of a deflection. Crum dispossessed once again by the Eagles. The Eagles haven't really quite figured out the counter yet. This is going to be a foul called and a card forthcoming. And we're going to have our first yellow card of the match issued to number 10, Hannah Crum. Referee has issued a yellow card caution to Saints, number 10, Hannah Crum. First yellow card of the match. Play is stopped. Of another player. Can't tell if that's a cramp. Coaching staff or the training staff will come out to take a look. That's Renisha Frank helped onto her feet. She will walk gingerly to the sideline. We'll see if we have a substitution here for the Eagles. Substitute coming in is Maya Henriksen. Checking the match for the Eagles. Midfielder, number 16, Maya Henriksen. Henriksen checking in for the Eagles. We wait for play to resume. This will be a free kick for the Eagles. Eagles been bottled up in the midfield. See how they adjust to the pressure here from the Saints. Giveaway. Carter coming the other way for the Saints. This is Carter looking to center the middle to Crum. Takes a touch. Crum saved by goalkeeper Max De Armas Colombo. Good opportunity for Crum. Turned it, put it on her left, looked to go far post on the ground. Solid goalkeeping for De Armas Colombo to prevent that from going in. This will be a corner kick for the Saints. Incoming. Over the goalkeeper's head. Dangerous ball there. And the Eagles will look to bring it into safety. Put out a play. Throw in Eagles. De Armas Colombo had come about 3/4 or 2/3 of the way up, and the ball went over her head. Unfortunately for her, nobody was there on the back post to head it in. We are still tied 0-0 as we approach 15 minutes remaining here in the first half. Aquinas with the better opportunities here. Something we noticed in the first game is the teams that were on the left side of the field heading right seem to have better possession. How much the wind is having a factor in that. Potentially that could be making a difference. Looks like Aquinas is getting a sub ready. Throw in Eagles. Lemus dispossessed. Eagles look to come the other way. Once again, playing the ball through the back. There is space down that touch line. Good anticipation there by Henneman. Eagles looking to bring the ball back in. There's bodies in the box. Ball is blocked. Loose ball grabbed by goalkeeper Kayla Shuck. Waiting for NAIA to check in for the Saints. Eagles once again looking to create space down that far flank, and once again cleared by Henneman. This will be another throw-in for the Eagles as we approach 13 minutes remaining here in the first half. 2 balls on the field. One of them is going to have to go, and it does. Ball is put over the touchline by the Eagles. This will be another goal kick for, it looks like 2 subs coming in for the Saints. Checking into the match for the Saints, forward number 9, Laia Keneal, and returning to the match, forward number 18, Mava Lichtensteiger. Hannah Crum checks out. Got a yellow card, but then almost got herself a goal. As we approach 12 minutes remaining here in first half. Opportunity here anticipated by DeArmas Colombo, who slid out and looks like she is hurt. Keeping goalkeepers safe has been a challenge here. Goalkeepers hurt over the last couple years. Starting goalkeeper Judith Oliveras lost to an ACL injury. This is going to be a yellow card on that challenge. As we check on DeArmas Colombo's status. Trying to get the number on that yellow card here. Looks like 16. Referee has issued a yellow card caution to Saints number 16, Sydney Shank. Training staff looking at Max DeArmas Colombo. You don't want to see any player injured, but on a cold day, having a goalkeeper injured is really difficult for somebody to come in a match cold like this, but it looks like she's up. Hopefully she is going to be okay. Saints need to be careful. 2 starting strikers, both with yellow cards. Somewhat aggressive plays, and so they're going to have to be careful the rest of the match so as not to pick up a second yellow card. Armas Colombo still receiving treatment there on the field. She is sitting up, which is a good thing. Stretching a little bit. Hopefully we'll see her pop up pretty soon. Meanwhile, Saints players coming to the sideline for conversation with their coach. Some cases looking for coats to get them warm as they're waiting for play to resume. Still no sense of how serious this injury is. The Armas Colombo is up on her feet. That's a good sign. Since she's a goalkeeper, she can stay in the match, doesn't have to come off the field. CMU players came to the sideline and immediately asked for blankets. So see some players bundled up in the shade. Got to be cold down there, particularly since it's been a fairly warm 2022 in the state of Missouri. Now they'll be back to the reality of playing here at 32 degrees. As we wait for a free kick for the Eagles. Just over 12 minutes remaining here in the first half, still 0-0, and they'll look to play it out of the back. Cleared up by Bowling. The ball rolling out of touch. This will be a throw-in for Avery Tack and the Saints. Good turn there by Shank. Shank has options. Goes short. Opportunity here. She is offside. Don't worry. Offside. Good movement, though. Shank had options both ways. She looked to send Lichtensteiger left rather than coming near side to Keneal. Offside. Free kick for the Eagles. Shank's been busy this half. Could not keep the ball in play. She's got to be careful sitting on a yellow card. She puts her hands up saying, hey, I didn't do it. I didn't mean to do it. Don't look in my direction, referee. I'm good. Again, she's got to be careful sitting on a yellow card here in the first half. Another free kick for the Eagles. Shadows all across this field at Battle High School as we head towards 4:30 p.m. Central Time. Approximately 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. Still 0-0. CMU and Aquinas on NAIA Network. Eagles looking to go down the far touchline, see if the ball will slowly roll out of play. It does not. Saints will have to clear, and they do through Carter. This is Carter looking to go up the flank to Lichtensteiger. Sends it in the direction of Shank, but cleared by the Eagles, out of play. Another throw-in for Avery Tack. Ball rolls out off of Lichtensteiger. This will be a throw-in. Eagles under 10 minutes to play here in the first half. Eagles keep the ball in play. A little pressure here from Shank. Eagles will look to play it square. More space here on the near side, but a little bit of miscommunication. Ball's put out of play, and this will be a throw-in for Keneal. Sub in. Checking the match for the Eagles. Midfielder, number 25, Grace Faherty. Checking the match for the Saints. Forward, number 21, Caitlin Cahill. Subs in for both teams. Cahill getting her first touch, trying to send Keneal up the touch line. Eagles could not keep it in play. This will be a throw-in for Garcia. Nobody there but gray jerseys. We are under 8 minutes remaining in the first half. Still 0-0. Emma Doyle just checked in as well. She is a sophomore forward from Naperville, Illinois. She had checked in before. Thought I'd seen her already. Moved her in a slightly different position. This will be a throw-in for NAIA, Keneal, and the Saints. Loose ball in the middle. Good turn there by Bowling to maintain possession to Carter. Carter try to get it to Lemus, dispossessed, and here come the Eagles the other way, under 7 minutes remaining. Loose ball down the field. Henneman will chase it back. Always have respect for those center backs on cold days who say, oh, I don't need to wear long sleeves. So she is definitely wearing short sleeves there in the back, making a point not only to her teammates but to the opponents. Garcia. Probst will chase this one. Deflected. Another throw in here for the Saints. We approach 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Helena looking to go square. This is Faherty trying to go down the far touchline, nicely defended by the Saints. Cleared by Henneman. Saw this in the first match. Tightly defended, 0-0 halftime, and then a late goal. We'll see if that plays out again in this match. Still 0-0. Here in Columbia, Missouri. Henneman on the defense, just looking to send it long. Eagles look to counter. This ball in the center. Helena looking to go far post. Goalkeeper is there first. No problem for Kayla Shuck. See if we get a yellow card here. And we do. So we've seen 2 yellow cards issued to Aquinas. One here. And I believe that was Maya Henriksen. See if I can get confirmation on that. Free kick for Aquinas. Another foul on Henriksen. Player down because of a potential head injury. Referee is wanting the training staff to come take a look. She says, I'm fine, and the referee says, we'll keep playing. Under 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Henneman to take this free kick. Tack to chase, she'll get another throw in. As shadows envelop most of the field. A little bit of sun you can see in the stands on the far side, but ultimately we are under shadows for the duration of this match, as the sun will shortly set here in Columbia, Missouri. Good battle there in the midfield. Eagles looking to do something. Keeping the ball in play. Henneman will chase. Henneman will clear. Carter will maintain possession. Lemus looking to send Cahill into space. Cahill. Tight defense by the Eagles. Carter. Eagles challenges. There are 4 maroon jerseys for every ball that gets sent up front, and 1 attacker. Ultimately, Eagles need to find a way to play it through the midfield rather than hoping to get it to their striker. Aquinas has done an effective job of keeping that midfield fairly bottled up. So we'll see what adjustments Coach Dan Schmidlin makes at halftime. Try to create some space for their talented playmakers as we approach 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Ball is put out of play. This will be an Aquinas throw, and we're waiting for Kaya Roncliffe to check in for the Eagles. Another throw in here for Aquinas. Headed out by Alicia Zamora. Another throw in here for Laia Keneal. Kept in play. Put out of play. This will be another throw in for Laia Keneal and Aquinas. Seen a lot of breaks in the action for injured players here this afternoon, but we are getting ready to play. Henneman sends it in. Loose ball in the air, and both players will chase. Carter wins that. Carter passed 1. She maintains possession. Eagles look to come in the other direction. A little tussle there on the far touch line. Kept in play by the Saints as we approach a minute and a half remaining here in the first half. I think it's safe to say that the Saints have had the better opportunities to score. A couple good saves by DeArmas Colombo, but it'll be interesting to see as we flip sides into the second half whether that makes any difference. Checking into the match for the Eagles, midfielder number 9, Kaya Rancliffe. 1 minute. 1 minute remaining in the first half. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Let's see if Saints get one more opportunity as they come near side. Nicely defended and put out of play by the Eagles as we approach 30 seconds remaining. This is Keneal with the throw. Cleared by the Eagles, but not out of. This is Garcia looking to send it long. Ball pinballs into the box. Carter will chase as we approach 20 seconds remaining here in first half. I am going to count down from 10 here momentarily as Carter gets it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And your halftime score, CMU 0, Aquinas 0. No score at the end of the first half. CMU 0, Aquinas 0. A couple good opportunities for Aquinas. Solid goalkeeping for CMU, Max de Armas Colombo. And we're going to pause here. We'll be back for the second half action. You're watching NAIA Second Round Soccer here on the NAIA Network. And welcome back to the second half of this NAIA second round matchup here in Columbia, Missouri. 0-0, Central Methodist and Aquinas. The trend here today in Columbia has been the team attacking left to right has seemed to have the advantage, both in the men's match we saw earlier this afternoon and in the first half of this matchup, where Aquinas had more dangerous opportunities and playing the ball out of the back in the air. The wind has seemed to hold off velocity of those passes. We'll see if this helps Central Methodist here in the second half as they are going left to right, wearing their gray tops, gray shorts, and white socks. A little bit of green trim. Aquinas will be going right to left, wearing all maroon. Maroon shirts, maroon shorts, maroon socks with white trim. Referee Kyle Armstrong trying to get in contact with his ARs and with the booth and make sure everybody's ready. We're waiting for his whistle. Aquinas with the kickoff here in the second half. We get ready for another 45 minutes of NAIA second round soccer. Ball goes back to Max de Armas Colombo. Came up big in the first half, also got hurt in the first half, but looks like she is okay. Goalkeeper injuries is something that CMU has had plenty over the last couple of years, and I think they're done with them, so it's good to see her getting back up on her feet. Good pressure here from Aquinas, looking to play it through the midfield. This is Garcia. Loose pass. Ball gets to Shank, looking to go down the right touch. And CMU will look to play it out of danger. Ball put out of play for a throw-in. This will be Brianna Probst. Good turn here from Hannah Crum, looking to create space in the box. Crum lofted it straight to goalkeeper Max de Armas Colombo. If you joined us late, Hannah Crum and Sydney Shank for the Aquinas, two strikers, both sitting on yellow cards, so they have to be really careful not to pick up any possible second yellow cards, which would ultimately result in a red card and leaving the field. But they both had opportunities in the first half. No goals, though, as we continue play. This is Olivia Bowling. Renisha Frank coming the other way. Bowling will once again send it up the field. Neither team dominating on time of possession. A lot of balls just going back and forth in the midfield. This one cleared. Cervello, pressure from Brittany Carter. This will be a throw-in for the Saints. It feels like nighttime here, even though it's not quite 5 o'clock p.m. in Columbia, Missouri. For all intents and purposes, it is Saturday evening in Como as the Eagles look to create space on the near touch line. Could not find Renisha Frank. This will be a throw-in here for Ivana Perez, who apparently checked in at halftime. Renisha Frank was one of the many CMU stars to earn first team honors in the Heart America Athletic Conference. Led the team in goals with 19 this season. And she's making a run into space here. Good defense. Once again, Ingrid Hedeman, good turn. Definitely give her props for playing without a long sleeve shirt. On a cold, windy day here in Columbia, Missouri. Throw in for the Eagles. Good turn. Hedeman blocked again. Another throw in here for the Eagles. A little bit of miscommunication there. Ball rolls out of play. This will be a goal kick for Kayla Shuck. Just about 5 minutes elapsed here in second half. Still 0-0. You're watching CMU and Aquinas on the NAIA Network. Opportunity here for Aquinas coming the other way. Crum will chase, but well read by DeArmas Colombo. Pounces on that ball, and Crum has to be, again, careful sitting on a yellow card. DeArmas Colombo. Punt the ball down the field. Shank. Ball will roll out of play for a CMU throw-in deep in their side of the field. You realize when you get into this phase of the tournament how competitive it is. All the teams that remain are good teams, and the days of beating opponents by 5 goals, 6 goals, 7 goals, which CMU experienced in some of their Hard America Conference games, not happening today as we have an injured Eagle down on the field. Interesting thing about college soccer is because the official time is kept on the scoreboard, referees are more apt to stop the clock for every injury, whereas if they were to keep the time on the field, winds up becoming an approximation of how much stoppage time they add at the end of the match. But we saw in the first half there was significant stoppage due to injuries on the field. This will be another throw-in for the Eagles. Eagles looking to take it down the near touch line. Good takeaway there by Carter. She's fouled. This will be a throw-in for the Saints, or excuse me, a free kick for the Saints. Big month in soccer, NAIA with their women's and men's national tournaments, getting ready for the Men's World Cup to start tomorrow in Qatar. A lot of soccer to watch, both on linear TV and streaming. Throw in for Carter. Another throw in here for Aquinas Saints. Crum with 2 defenders against her, puts the ball out of play. This will be a goal kick for the Eagles. The arm is Colombo with the goal kick. Once again, dispossessed by Ariana Garcia, looking to create space for Shank. Shank sends it in the center. Shot, goal. Aquinas goal scored by forward number 10, Hannah Crum. Aquinas bench elated. Give a lot of credit to Sydney Shank. Created space in the middle. Got the goalkeeper to commit. Opportunity just missed here for the Eagles. Hannah Crum got the loose ball, put it in on the back post. Like we saw in the first game, visitors leading in the second half, 1-0. And we'll see if CMU adjusts. Down a goal. Really haven't had much space in the midfield to do much. Credit there to Aquinas. It seems like the wind has been dictating the direction of the play, and they definitely made the opportunity for themselves on that north side of the field. And here come the Eagles. Ball's put out of play. Shuck saw it late. I don't think she touched it. She didn't. She dove late because the ball kind of went through a few defenders. She will get a goal kick as we approach the 35-minute mark. 10 minutes elapsed here in the second half. Saints goal by Hannah Crum from the home state of Michigan, Waterford, Michigan, senior forward, scoring that goal. And the Saints lead 1-0. Trying to find space for Ronisha Frank as she's playing a little bit more advanced than we saw in the first half. Foul's going to be called and a free kick for the Eagles. Referee is going to ask ball to go back about 5-6 yards, and we will get a free kick here. Sometimes a goal can radically change the tone and tenor of a game. We'll see if that happens here as the Eagles look to press and find themselves a tying goal. Loose ball into the box. Goalkeeper off her line. Headed up but not out. And now the Saints clear. Good turn. Looks like the Eagles playing with a little more urgency after giving up that goal. Throw in Eagles in the near corner. This will be Ronisha Frank with the throw. throw anticipated here. Both teams have drifted backwards. Frank. Loose ball in the center. Attempted bicycle. Ball not cleared out. Frank will just let it roll. And actually, a foul is going to be called before then. This will be a free kick for the Saints. Kayla Shuck to take this. Loose ball in the center. Goal scorer Hannah Crum battling for that. Referee doesn't see any foul there. The ball goes over the touchline. This will be a throw-in for the Eagles. Eagles clear. Ball's going to go out of play again. Another throw in here for the Eagles. Been a sort of a challenging day, NAIA wise, for Eagles fans. Women's volleyball team upset at home. Men's soccer team, I think it's safe to say, was upset here. Women's soccer team currently down 1-0, but showing a little bit of urgency here, looking to get an equalizing goal. Crum. Shank will chase. Ball's put out of play. Throw in for the Saints. This is Carter looking to go short. Ball's going to roll over the touchline. This will be a throw in for the Eagles. Another throw-in coming for the Eagles as we are approaching the 30-minute mark remaining here in the second half. As a reminder, if this match is tied at the end of the second half, we will go to golden goals, sudden death overtime. Eagles need an equalizer to make that possible. Another throw-in here for the Eagles. They will play near corner. Cross in, blocked, throw in, Eagles. Ball's put out of play. This will be a throw in for the Saints. One touch into the center. Defended, kept in by the Eagles. A little bit of pressure here from Crum, so they'll have to play it back. Good turn. Foul's going to be called. This will be a free kick, and the Eagles are going to send players up into the box. Opportunity here for the home team, down 1-0. Ball's going to go straight to goalkeeper Kayla Shuck. No problem for her. She's hoping to send it down the field. Sydney Shank's going to have to run a long distance to keep this in play, and she does. Tried to turn it over and kept it in play. Good individual touch there. Was hoping to find Crum in the middle. No way she could reach that, but good individual effort. Overhead kick to maintain possession, but ultimately the Eagles regained possession. Good turn on the near touchline. Too many maroon shirts there, and they'll look to bring it down through Crum. Ball went too far. Eagles will track back to get this. Giveaway to Garcia. They were wanting a foul. Referee saw nothing there. and the Eagles will look to counterattack. This is opportunity for Frank, leading goal scorer for the Eagles, dispossessed by Garcia. Ball cleared. Eagles will look to put it back in. Through one defender, blocked. Crum. Looks like a sub warming up for the Saints. Giveaway, this is Shank. Will just hold on to it. Good turn. She looks to send Crum on the near touchline. Will she keep it in place? She does. Crum is fouled. Free kick for the Saints. Referee is going to stop the clock. And a yellow card is forthcoming. Looks like for multiple fouls, persistent infringement here on America Lemus. Referee has issued a yellow card caution to Saints midfielder number 5, America Lemus. But this will be a free kick for Ingrid Hedeman. She'll actually relinquish this. This will be Ariana Garcia. Take the free kick on the near touch line for the Aquinas Saints. Garcia lofts it into the box, headed but not away. Eagles look to clear. Foul's going to be called. Free kick for the Eagles as we approach 27 minutes remaining here in the second half. Saints lead 1-0. Second half goal by senior forward Hannah Crum. Saints clear. Giveaway. And then the Saints give it back. Ball's crossed in the middle, no problem here for the Eagles to clear as they look to counter. Nicely anticipated by Bowling, but she couldn't maintain possession. The Eagles have it, and they're looking to come down the near flank. Once again, down 1-0. Carter. That was Cerbejo for the Eagles as they look to go far touchline. Nice back heel pass. Ball put in the center for Frank. Can she turn? Nicely defended. Ball is going to be put over the end line. Goal kick for the Saints. Two subs coming in for the Saints. Returning the match for the Saints. Forward number 11, Laia Keneal, and forward number 18, Mava Lichtensteiger. Laia Keneal and Mava Lichtensteiger check back in for the Saints. Up 1-0 with 25 minutes remaining here in the second half. Some teams might automatically try to defend for 25 minutes, but there's definite danger in that where you can only absorb so much pressure. So we'll see how many players CMU commits forward, and we'll see how Aquinas responds to that. chase here on the near touch line. Another throw in here for the Eagles. So they look to go near corner. Ball is kept in play by Keneal. She's able to play it into safety. Carter, can she get there? Defended foul. Free kick for the Saints. Henneman sends it long over Carter's head. And here come the Eagles the other way. Ball is out of play. Foul actually is going to be called. And a free kick for the Eagles. Again, looks like every time there's a player with a potential head injury, referee Kyle Armstrong's wanting to make especially sure with everything that's gone on in the world of sports that there is no serious issues there. So he immediately called in the training staff. Looks like a sub forthcoming for the Eagles. Checking in the match for the Eagles, midfielder number 22, Stina Lee. Lee checking in, freshman midfielder from Lier and Norve. Actually, that's where my father was born, my father's family. Not that town, but that country. Opportunity here, looking to send Carter in space. No problem for Max de Armas Colombo as we approach the midway point of this second half. Home team still needs to find an equalizer, down 1-0. Bowling attempting to get the loose ball in the middle, and here come the Eagles the other way. Just so difficult with 4 defenders in the back and 2 midfielders dropping back. This is where you find opportunities with set pieces. And this one will be about 25, 26 yards out. We'll see if they decide to test Kayla Shook with a direct kick here. Referee once again stops the clock, but it looks like Renisha Frank will get up to her feet, and this will be a good free kick opportunity here for the Eagles as they set their wall. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the wall. Chuck makes sure they get set to her right. Once again, the clock did stop with Frank on the ground, so we are still 21 minutes and 47 seconds remaining here in the second half. Free kick coming. 4 in the wall. Waiting for the referee's whistle. Shot in over the crossbar through the football uprights. Goal kick for the Saints. If you're going to try to put the ball over the wall, you have to get a little bit of height, but you want it then to drop. And the height was there, the drop wasn't. And here come the Eagles again. Carter coming the other way for the Saints. Nicely defended by the Eagles, and they'll look to clear. Throw in for Aquinas. Still up 1-0 on that Hannah Crum goal. Carter get first touch to maintain possession. Eagles win it back. Every time they try to send the ball up the field, pressure there in the midfield, and we'll see if CMU can create some space here. Nicely read by Henneman. Bowling. Lichtensteiger couldn't maintain possession on this. Eagles look to come the other way. This is Frank, leading goal scorer for the Eagles against 2 defenders. Good turn there by Henneman. Called her name a lot today. Shot. Comfortable save. Under 20 minutes remaining here in second half. CMU still plenty of time to get an equalizer, down 1-0. Excuse me, 1-0. So, 2 defenders. Again, every time CMU tries to play it through the midfield, Aquinas presses, and they earn the throw in this situation. Chase in the midfield and a giveaway. Once again, pressure from Aquinas, and it will be CMU ball. As we approach 19 minutes remaining. Not the throw-in you wanted. Looks like Sydney Shank and Hannah Crum getting ready to check back in for the Saints. It's been so difficult for CMU to play out of the midfield. There's so many talented players, but Aquinas has been making it really difficult. Obviously been watching game film in terms of how to defend that vaunted CMU attack. This is going to be a goal kick for Aquinas. We'll see if they get their subs right now. And they will. Returning to the match for the Saints, forward number 10, Hannah Crum, and forward number 16, Sydney Shank. Crum and Shank check back in for the Saints. So we are under 18 minutes remaining here in second half. Goal kick from Shuck. Crum. Overhead kick to try to find Shank. Shank gets past one defender. Shank on her left. Shank looking for options in the middle. Defended corner kick off the deflection. More time ticking off the clock. As we approach 17 minutes remaining here in second half. In swinger coming. Looking for options on the back post. over everybody's head. Thought Probst might have an opportunity at that. Another corner kick here coming the other direction for the Saints. This will be left-footed in-swinger. From Crum. In-swinger right in front of the goal. Cleared. DeArmas Colombo just got a hand on it, pushed it away, out of danger. And she will get this goal kick. Loose ball, Probst will chase this. Take away by Ariana Garcia. Once again, CMU trying to come through the midfield. Well read by Bowling. To Crum. Making the run is Keneal. Can she get there? Keneal. Good tackle. Keneal's holding her face, but referee didn't see a foul there. CMU once again will look to play it out of the back. Throw in for the Eagles. Thanks again for everybody watching this match on the NAIA network. I know that there's fans of both teams across the country and throughout the world. So glad you could join us as we are under 15 minutes remaining now. CMU still down 1-0, still looking for an equalizer. Still finding it difficult to get through or find space in this Aquinas midfield. Foul's going to be called. This will be another free kick for Aquinas. Henneman will run up, and Shook will take this free kick. CMU looking to counter. Tackle, foul, free kick, Eagles. Under 14 minutes remaining here in the second half. Entry pass put toward the box, headed away. Shank tracks back, looking to send Crum up in space. Crum has to wait for it. Crum wasn't fouled. Shank, good tackle. CMU looks to come the other way. Nicely read once again by Henneman before Renisha Frank could get there. And here comes Crum one more time. Foul's going to be called, and we're going to see a yellow card here too. Issued to Stina Lee. The referee has issued a yellow card caution. The Eagles midfielder, number 22, Stina Lee. Free kick coming for Laia Keneal right in front of her bench. It looks like we have 3 subs forthcoming for CMU. Hopefully I can get some numbers for you. Free kick coming in still, and we're waiting for 3 subs. forthcoming for the Eagles. This is NAIA Keneal. Headed. Garcia will look to send it back. Headed out again. Dangerous play. Free kick for the Eagles. Ball sent down the field once again. Look at all the maroon jerseys in the back for Aquinas. Been really difficult for the Eagles to find space. And with Aquinas sitting on a 1-0 lead, they will attempt to absorb a little bit more pressure. They also have shown this past few days in Columbia that they have players up front who can score goals. Shank had 2 goals on Thursday against Jamestown, and then we just saw Crum score here today. Ball's going to go too far. See if the referee lets the subs in, and he will. Checking the match for the Eagles, defender number 6, Julia Hodrig. Midfielder number 19, Celine Witt. And number 14, Raquel Pereira. So the Eagles are coming again. Flick on. Opportunity here in the box. Shoot! Goal! Goal! Number? Count that goal for Marcela Helena. CMU goal scored by midfielder number 8, Marcela Helena. And we are all tied up 1-1 here at Battle High School. They needed a goal. They got a goal. 11 minutes left. Is there another goal waiting us here in regulation time? We'll see if the momentum has swung for the home team. Aquinas looks to send the pass dispossessed by the Eagles. Great build up there on that Eagles goal. Open space there on the back post, slotted in by Marcela Helena, who was one of the many CMU players to earn first team honors in the Heart of America Athletic Conference. Free kick for the Eagles. Approaching 10 minutes remaining, all tied up. 1-1, waiting for a sub coming in for Aquinas. A lot of players in front of the box. Ball goes out of play. This will be a goal kick, and we'll see if the sub's going to come in. This is America Lemus. Referee will welcome the sub in. Returning the match for the Saints, midfielder number 5, America Lemus. So we are under 10 minutes remaining. Still 1-1 as we resume play here in Columbia, Missouri. We'll see if there's another goal waiting for us. Loose ball in the box, headed, but not out. Both teams looking to maintain possession. Shot back in, deflected. rolling towards the corner. Aquinas will keep it in play. Approaching 9 minutes remaining here in the second half. Ball's put out of play. This will be a throw-in for the Saints. Carter to take. Foul's going to be called. Free kick for the Saints. Garcia to take that. Garcia. Ball cleared. Pressure here. Eagles work their way out of pressure. Once again, Henneman. She'll play it back to her goalkeeper, Kayla Shuck. It's going to be another CMU throw. Another player on the ground. Another stoppage in time. Referee's having a conversation with the assistant referee. Looks like we will get started momentarily here. Throw in for the Eagles. Under 8 minutes remaining here in the second half. 1-1. Hannah Crum scored for the Saints early in the second half, and the Eagles battled and battled and battled and ultimately got the equalizer from Marcela Helena. Referees indicated a handball, free kick for the Eagles. Referee is sending a player to the sideline. I don't know if she's bleeding or what, but they will play short temporarily until they bring a sub in. That was Ariana Garcia. We'll see if they can get their sub in, and they will. Turning the match for the Saints. Forward number 18, Mava Lichtensteiger. Lichtensteiger in for the injured Garcia. Free kick here for the Eagles. 7 minutes plus remaining here in the second half. As we await the free kick. Offer line. Oh, opportunity. So Shuck was off her line. The header was there. The ball went over the bar, but there was all sorts of net wide open. If you're a Saints fan, breathe deeply. If you're a CMU fan, you're thinking, oh, we had our potential game-winning goal right there. Chase for the ball on the near touchline. Ball kept in play by the Eagles. Momentum has shifted dramatically in this match with that Eagles goal. Opportunity here could not be kept in by the Eagles, but it will be an Eagles throw-in as we see the clock tick toward 6 minutes remaining here in the second half. Once again, if second half ends up as a 1-1 tie. We will go into sudden death overtime. Eagles in the corner will earn a corner kick. No, I take that back. It was going to be a throw-in, it looks like, the way the AR raised his flag. And Renisha Frank will come to the near line to take this throw. Clock was stopped, and we will begin play. Long throw. Turns to a corner kick. Really good opportunity here for the Eagles as they send a lot of gray shirts into that penalty area surrounding goalkeeper Kayla Shook. Approximately 5 minutes remaining here in the second half. Shook trying to create space for herself. Ball goes towards the 6-yard box, headed out, and there's a chase for the loose ball, just sent down the field, cleared back by the Eagles. Ball will remain in play. Carter Lemus looks to send it long. Nobody there but gray shirts. Back to goalkeeper DeArmas Colombo, who will clear it up the field. Carter looking to send Crum into the corner. She cannot reach it. Ball is going to bounce off her. Roll over for a throw-in. Approaching 4 minutes remaining. Subs forthcoming for the Saints. Looks like Ariana Garcia is okay. Looks like she wants to come back in. Shot over the bar. We'll see if Aquinas gets their subs now. Looks like 11 and 13 returning. Returning to the match for the Saints. Forward, number 11, Alaya Keneal, and midfielder, number 13, Ariana Garcia. Keneal and Garcia back into the match. Looks like Lichtensteiger will put her coat back on. She's been in and out of the match, both halves. We approach 3 minutes remaining. Probst will track back for this one. Kept in play, but then put out of play off of Renisha Frank. Another throwing forthcoming for the Saints. Return of the match for the Saints. Forward, number 18, Mava Lichtensteiger. Lichtensteiger was off, then she was back on. Hannah Crum will catch a breather as we potentially face sudden death overtime. This is Alaya Keneal. Keneal through 2 defenders. Keneal, a lot of gray shirts there. She gets through another one, but will not get through the 4th defender. Foul's going to be called. Free kick for the Eagles as we do approach the 2-minute mark remaining. Free kick forthcoming. The Eagles send players down the field. headed up and cleared eventually by the Saints. 90 seconds remaining here in the second half. Is overtime looming? Good turn. Eagles in the corner. Throw in as we approach the 1 minute mark. One minute remaining in the second half. We are under a minute. Throw in forthcoming from Ronisha Frank. This is Frank headed out by the Saints. Frank will track back for it. Off a defender, throw in for the Eagles as we approach 30 seconds remaining. Eagles not moving too quickly as they go in the corner. Ball is going to put out of play. This is going to be a goal kick, and for all intents and purposes, this may be taking us to overtime. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And at the end of regulation, CMU 1, Aquinas 1. We are getting ready for overtime. 5-minute break. And then we will be headed to sudden death. First goal wins. Somebody's going to be really happy and somebody's going to be disappointed. Hard-fought match here in Columbia, Missouri. We saw Aquinas go up early in the second half. Sidney Shank did the work and assisted, found Hannah Crum on the back post to make it 1-0. Ultimately, CMU battled back, and Marcella Helena tied it to make it 1-1. We're going to pause here. We will be back for overtime. You're watching NAIA Second Round Soccer here on the NAIA Network. I can tell how long it's been since I've called an overtime game. We had no overtimes this season, the regular season. They've adjusted the rule and clarified by CMU staff. So it's a little different than what it used to be, which was golden goal. It is a full 10 minutes of action. If somebody leads after that 10 minutes, the game is over. If it's still tied after the 10 minutes, we'll go into a second 10 minutes. If that's still tied, then we'll go into the penalty kick shootout. Coaches James DiCosimo for Aquinas and Dan Schmidlin for Central Methodist talking with their teams. I think Aquinas should be happy with their effort. They didn't want to give up that equalizing goal, but they've been dominant in the midfield. Their defense has been solid too. And for CMU, frustration, and they found their way through, finally getting that game-tying goal by Marcela Helena. Big day and night in Columbia, Missouri. So these two matchups here, in case you missed the first match, CMU men ranked number 3 in the country, upset by Rio Grande 1-0. And after another amazing season by CMU men, they are over, unfortunate for them. We have this game going on in overtime, tied 1-1. Cross town, the University of Missouri hosted volleyball, and they're getting ready to kick off a football game in just a few minutes. Busy sports action here this Saturday in Columbia, Missouri. I made the trek in from Kansas City this morning. Not too much traffic on I-70 today coming in to Columbia, Missouri. We'll see what it's like trying to get out. And after this match is over, banner across the field reminding fans here that what is this all about? You win the NAIA championship in any sport, you get a red banner, and you get to bring that red banner back to your campus and display it there forever. We're going to put 10 minutes on the scoreboard here as we get ready for this first overtime. Players are ready. I think we're just waiting for the referees to get back out on the field. Carl Armstrong is jogging back, waiting for the rest of his colleagues to get back in place. This will be Aquinas ball. America Lemus standing over the ball as we get ready for the first half of overtime. 10 minutes. 1-1. And here we go. Ball sent into the corner. This will be a throw-in for Aquinas. Another throw-in here. This will be for Brittany Carter. She had a goal on Thursday in the first round matchup against Jamestown. Crum tries to make the turn. Can she keep it in play? She does, but sent the cross right into the waiting arms of goalkeeper Max de Armas Colombo. Punt it down the field. Garcia got a head on it, but could not control that. Lemus checks back for it, sends it to Carter, looking to send it to Crum. Ball goes to Shank. She could not maintain possession. Lemus is here. Shank wants to turn. Can she? Foul's going to be called. This will be a free kick. Interesting position here because you would expect a left-footed player to try to bend it across the goal, and we'll see if Hannah Crum gets this opportunity. About 25 yards out. And de Armas Colombo will set up her wall. 5 in the wall. Would expect Crum to take this instead of Garcia. This is Hannah Crum. Into the wall. Ball did its job. Try to keep the ball in play. Deflected off of Aquinas. This will be a throw-in for CMU. Nervous moment for CMU. The wall did its job. Prevented that shot from coming on frame, and CMU looks to build it out of the midfield. Leading goal scorer Ronisha Frank could not maintain possession, and this will be a throw-in for Aquinas. No call there. We'll see if Shank can get here first. Put back to goalkeeper DeArmas Colombo. Just clears wherever she can. Avery Tack will try to keep this in her possession. She gets fouled by Frank. This will be a free kick for the Saints. Headed out of play, another Saints throw-in forthcoming. Cleared and then headed back by Garcia. Carter could not keep it in play. 6 minutes remaining here in the first overtime. Still 1-1. Headed out of play for another CMU throw-in. Throwing coming for Aquinas. Loose ball in the middle. Multiple players overrun this. Garcia will play it wide. Here come the Saints. Headed out. There is space here in the center of the field for somebody to hold possession. We'll see if this is Ronisha Frank's opportunity. Good step there by Avery Tack on defense for the Saints. And a nice tackle. Throw in for the Saints. Under 5 minutes remaining in overtime 1. Garcia. Shot, save, comfortable save. Not too much pace on that. No problem there for Colombo, or DeArmas Colombo. She just wanted to make sure that she kept it in her possession. No pressure on her that time. Eagles send the ball down the field. This will be for throw-in for Carter as we approach 4 minutes remaining here in the first overtime. As we saw in the second half, a lot of maroon shirts on defense. Perhaps an opportunity for the Eagles with this free kick. And they sent gray shirts into the box. One in the wall. Entry pass headed up and cleared. This will be another throw-in. Returning the match for the Eagles, midfielder number 19, Celine Witt. Collingwood checks back in for the Eagles. Garcia tries to send it long. Shank will chase, but she will not get there. And Probst will find herself chasing the other way. She will screen that, let the ball run out of play. This will be another throw-in for the Aquinas Saints. As we approach 2 minutes remaining in the first overtime. This is the goal scorer, Crum, trying to find Shank. Ball works its way back to Crum, who just sends it long. We'll see if Shank chases, as we are under 2 minutes remaining. Garcia has a lane there in the center. Shot. Oh, good cut. Lemus gets dispossessed. And here comes Frank in the other direction. She's dispossessed as well. Carter will grab the loose pass. Carter. She's dispossessed. We're heading towards 1 minute remaining here in the first overtime. Throw in forthcoming. Foul's going to be called. No. Injured player on the field. Looks like we may have another sub coming in for CMU. Looks like Maya Henriksen might be checking in for the Eagles. We'll see if a sub is forthcoming here. Henriksen checks back in. 1:06 left. Getting ready for that 1 minute countdown call. One minute remaining in the first overtime. Pressure here from Konworski, and we'll see if Crum can get there. She tries to lift it to Carter on the near flank. This is Carter. Cuts it back. Carter towards the center. Shank, can she do anything with it? No. Shank looks to turn. Shank gets it on her left. Goal! Saints goal scored by number 16, Sydney Shank. Give a ton of credit on that goal to Brittany Carter. Wound up turning past a defender, found Shank, who did not give up. Shank turned herself, put the ball past Max DeArmas Colombo. It is 2-1. Aquinas, 28 seconds remaining here in this first overtime. We're approaching 15 seconds. Foul's going to be called. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And that's your final score. Aquinas wins. They qualify for the tournament 2-1. Saints, congratulations to the Eagles on a great season, and good luck to the Saints moving forward. Thank you for watching NAIA Second Round Soccer here on the NAIA Network.